Good evening, you're watching KiniNews and I'm your host, Camelia. Malaysians, are you ready for more relaxed COVID-19 SOPs? Here they come. Masks, social distancing and MySejahtera check-ins will soon be a thing of the past. And the negative list? That'll be gone in the middle of May. Health Minister Khairy Jamaluddin today announced the relaxation of more COVID-19 prevention measures effective May 1st. Malaysians will no longer be required to wear face masks outdoors. However, people will still need to wear masks in indoor spaces. While the wearing of face masks outdoors is optional, the Health Ministry highly encourages it. This is especially when in crowded areas and for high-risk individuals, such as senior citizens, children, and immunocompromised individuals. Meanwhile, MySejahtera check-ins will no longer be compulsory when entering premises. So social distancing rules will also be scrapped. However, it is encouraged if those in the area are unmasked. As for the negative list, it will be dropped on May 15th, effectively suggesting nightclubs would be allowed to operate again. Nagaenthran Dharmalingam is no more after he was executed in Singapore today. In a statement released this evening, the Foreign Ministry expressed gratitude to those who tried to save his life.
Malaysian Nagaenthran Dharmalingam was executed earlier this morning in Singapore, according to his family. A last-ditch legal challenge by his mother failed yesterday in the high-profile case that had attracted international calls for clemency. The 34-year-old had been on death row for more than a decade for trafficking 44 grams of heroin into Singapore. His younger brother, Navin Kumar, said by telephone that the execution had been carried out and said the funeral would be held in Ipoh, Perak. Nagaenthran's lawyers said he had a mild intellectual disability due to his lower-than-average IQ of 69.
It was nothing short of being an epic failure after police botched the disposal of illegal fireworks in Kuala Lumpur.
A police fireworks disposal operation turned into a disaster at a police evidence storage facility in Sentul, Kuala Lumpur yesterday. A fire and explosion started after the police were done with the disposal process on Tuesday evening. This was revealed by Sentul OCPD, Be Eng Lai, when he spoke to Malaysia Kini. 3 people suffered minor injuries, the Kuala Lumpur Fire and Rescue Department said in a statement. They have been sent to Kuala Lumpur Hospital for treatment. Meanwhile, netizens took to social media to share photos and videos of billowing smoke from the facility. The crackle of fireworks can be heard in many of the videos. According to The Star, the Sentul police were disposing of the explosives after obtaining a court order to destroy over 1,000 boxes and 35 sacks of firecrackers that were seized in March. The contraband is reportedly worth over 4.17 million ringgit. The fire department mobilized 60 personnel from 5 fire stations to tackle the blaze.
UMNO's number 1 is seeking damages from Dr. Mahathir Mohamad after the former Prime Minister was accused of defaming Zahid.
UMNO President Ahmad Zahid Hamidi has filed a defamation suit against Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. This is over Mahathir's claim that Zahid had anticipated he would be facing criminal charges. This reportedly occurred before Mahathir took office in 2018 when he said it was clear he would become Prime Minister. Mahathir made the remarks during a press conference in Putrajaya on February 23rd. He was responding to a question on whether Zahid had met him while he was Prime Minister to discuss the latter's corruption court cases. Zahid, in his statement of claim filed last week, denied ever meeting the Pejuang chairperson. Zahid also denied discussing his court cases or any action by enforcement agencies prior to Mahathir becoming Prime Minister. He said the former Prime Minister's remarks were defamatory and malicious. Mahathir had on March 2nd denied defaming Zahid in a reply to his notice of summons.
Malaysia's first Scorpion-class submarine may have had issues submerging, but it certainly has no issues re-emerging on international headlines.
Defense group Thales has reportedly been charged by a French judge. The charge was for complicity in bribery over a sale of submarines to Malaysia in 2002. Najib Abdul Razak was the defense minister when the deal was signed. His close confidant at the time, Abdulrazak Baginda, had acted as an advisor on the purchase. AFP cited sources close to the inquiry as confirming the charges. Prosecutors are waiting for requests from the judge on whether to take the case to trial. Razak Baginda had been charged in France in 2017 with active and passive complicity in corruption and misappropriation of corporate assets. However, the passive corruption charge was later dropped. He had the year before admitted to receiving around 30 million euros for consultancy services in the deal, but denied that any funds were used to bribe government officials. The government during Najib's tenure had denied any corruption in the deal. The MACC had in 2018 questioned Najib about the Scorpion deal, but no charges were filed. Muda Vice President Zahid Baharudin, in a brief statement today, urged authorities to reopen investigations into the Scorpion deal, saying there was clear wrongdoing involving Malaysia.
Pejuang may have struggled in state elections held in West Malaysia so far, but that hasn't stopped them from dreaming about Sabah.
Pejuang intends to contest in Sabah in the upcoming 15th general election. This is according to party president Mukris Mahathir. However, the party has yet to determine the number of seats it will contest in the state. Speaking to reporters after a Sabah Pejuang event in Kota Kinabalu yesterday, Mukris said the state chapter will be officially launched on May 22nd. Mukris added that the party planned to expand its influence in all 25 Sabah parliamentary constituencies. Mukris said Pejuang hoped to have its branch in all the parliamentary constituencies, adding that currently there are 16 branches, making Sabah the third state with the most membership after Kedah and Selangor.
International borders are now open, but if you were planning to get your passport done today, you would have been better off just staying home.
The Immigration Department's passport application system is down due to a technical glitch. This means Malaysians rushing to renew or apply for new passports were not able to do so. Director Khairul Zaimi Daud said the Immigration Department apologizes for the inconvenience faced and is working to ensure the system is operational again. Further inquiries to the department can be made via a form on their website. Malaysia fully opened its borders to international visitors on April 1st, 2 years after locking down to prevent the spread of COVID-19.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.